clasp and also attachment of the blue moon, which is in my thumbnail. It's not a great shot of it, but it looks great. It's beautiful. I tell you, it's beautiful. And I can't wait to do this with all of you. I hope everybody enjoys this and that you come in and subscribe and like. I'll be here and I'll be showing you how to do this. Let's get the camera flipped around and get started. All right, great. Bye. I'm watching right now to see who comes in. Okay, so here's what we got going on. We got the resin blue moon and the beads here, and we're going to unattach this to rejoin it so that it will hang and lay like it should, because it's just a gorgeous piece. And these are blue. These are not gemstones. These are blue, like Swarovski glass beads, but they're gorgeous. And I made each one of these chain links one at a time, and they came out great. So let's get going on this. Let me get this unhooked from this so we can make the right attachments. And we're going to be doing some other stuff tonight too, but we're going to start this first. So I need to unattach it from here, which looks like I'm going to have to cut the way I attached it. So there we go, because I used some wire for this to hook it the first time, thinking it would work that way. All right, so now we have the moon unattached. We're going to, and again, let me apologize to everybody for not coming back Saturday night. I got really sick. I don't know if you know, but I was having problems with my hands the night before, and I didn't want to stop. I wanted to keep going, and we got so far, and then, of course, the next day when I thought I could show back up and come in, I wasn't able to. So I hope everyone shows up soon, because this is going to be amazing. All right, so for whoever's in here right now, thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm going to hook this chain here. And we have another chain that matches it exactly to hook to the other set of beads that are chain links. And it will be gorgeous. It's going to be gorgeous. All right. So welcome in, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Sure, I can help with that. Which of these media providers would you like to use?
You shouldn't even be on here. Okay. For some reason, my Genesis thing came on. I don't know why. Let me see something here that could be messing my stream up. Wow. Hi, welcome in, Roger Jr. I just couldn't see anything. Can you hear me okay? I need to know, because unfortunately the Genesis thing came on my screen and was controlling it and taking all my words. Okay. So could you tell me, yay, thank you so much that you could hear me. So we're going to be working on this. We're going to attach the chain links that I created in silver with the blue like Swarovski glass beads. And they're going on each one of these chains. And we're going to work on getting some more. I'm going to use some different jump rings on this to hook it to the necklace. Thank you so much, Roger. I'm so glad you can hear. Yay! And folks, if you're in here, please remember to thumb up the live and like it. It really helps. And don't forget to subscribe. It's saying there's 10 people in here, but I only see you, Roger. So there you go. Until someone speaks, I won't know. All right. Sorry, I had to get my camera back into the arm here. And this is what I'm working on. It really is pretty. All right. You know, I wish it was lapidus. It's not. I do actually have lapidus beads, but they're not going on this. These are Swarovski blue crystals. And yes, I do know what lapidus is. I love it. I wish it was a lapidus luxury, but I didn't make this one that way because I made a resin moon. But anyway, let's get to working on this and see what I can do here. Because I'm going to take some media that I used before to teach 4-in-1. And we're going to hook some bigger jump rings onto these chains here so that it's longer, and then we can hook it into the moon where it'll lay flat. And also, let me reach down here for my Dremel. If you have headphones on or a headset, please make sure you turn it down, because I'm getting ready to change. I hope I'm getting ready to change the bit on my Dremel here so that I can sand this side. It came out beautiful, but there's a lip on the back of the moon after I poured it. And I need to get that off. That needs to be sanded down. All right. Thank you so much. Please thumb up the live while you're in here. I really would appreciate that if you would. I can't see it. I don't know if you thumbed up or not. Let's see if I can get this right so you guys will be able to see what I'm doing. What is going on here? All right, am I back? It says I'm live now. Good, awesome. Hey, welcome in, everybody. I see there's 12 people in here tonight. We're working on this beautiful blue moon here, and it is a resin moon, folks, so I'm going to use my Dremel to sand down this. And then we're going to work on attaching it to the beautiful chain links that I made. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I really appreciate it. And you're number one in chat, Roger. And so, everybody, thank you for coming tonight. I really appreciate it. Please don't forget to thumb up the live while you're in here. It really does help. I'm trying to get my bit off of here so I can put a sander on here. Sorry, it's going to take a minute. I can see that. Oh, my goodness. I should have changed this before I went live, but I didn't think about it. So I'm doing it now. Hey guys, I see you're in here. Don't forget to thumb up the live. It really does help. Helps bring up my algorithm, and it helps me stay free to do what I do. And I pay for all my materials. I am not sponsored. I do not get any support as far as that goes. Come on now. I do not want to have to hand sand this. It'll be too hard. Oh, wait a minute. I think I have to lock this. I always forget to lock it in order to loosen that off. So we're taking this bit off my Dremel, and we're going to put a sander bit on. If anybody has headphones in or earbuds, you might want to turn them down when I do this. And I'll tell you when I'm going to do it so that you don't freak out and get a real loud noise. That will be unpleasant for you to have to go through. All right. I'm getting these right now. I'm getting ready to get a sander bit. How's everybody doing tonight? Where's everybody from? Okay. I got to get the right piece to go in my Dremel to set up the sander part. Aha, here we go. Got it. Yay. Got the sander bit. And this only need to be done real lightly or it'll tear the moon all up. We don't want that to happen. It was a lot of work to make that moon. We're just going to get the lip off the back here so that we can still have the beauty of the moon. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Please remember to tap, like, and share the live. I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. And I got sick the other night. I was supposed to come in on Saturday, and I couldn't do it. And then I forgot to post that I couldn't come in, so I don't usually do that. I always post to let everyone know. Come on now. Trying to get this to tighten down on here. There we go. I just heard it click in. Anybody else hear that? That little click? That was it clicking in. Okay. Think I got it now. All right, guys and girls, get ready for the Dremel noise. We're going to take the lip off the back of this blue resin moon. Put your headphones on low, folks. You're going to have noise. And then I'm going to take some resin and put it on the back of here to cover this up. Trying to even it up because I am going to have to put more resin on it. Oops, sorry, got out of frame for you to see. There we go, that should fix that. Yay! Hey guys, don't forget to thumb up. Did I run everybody out because of the Dremel noise? Hi, Michelle Bacaro. Welcome in, 8200. I appreciate you being here. Could you please thumb up my live? That would really help, and let me know you did, because that's what keeps us happy and going here on the tube. Don't forget to thumb up and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so next thing we're working on is getting these jump rings to make sure that this lays flat. I hope Walk in the Rain comes tonight. I am so sorry that she missed me the other night because I was sick. She's one of my greatest supporters up here when I'm working. And I really appreciate the people that come back and support me. All right, now we're getting ready to pull this up some. We're getting ready to open this jump ring here because I'm going to take these larger jump rings and make a jump clasp on each end for this necklace, which is going to be gorgeous. And I may be pouring some more resin tonight. I'm not sure. Depends on how long it actually takes me to updo this. So hopefully I'll get all this done and we can do some more resin pouring. Hi, welcome in everyone. Glad to have you here. Glad to have your support. I'm always happy. Please remember to thumb up the live. It really helps. It doesn't help if you try to thumb it up later because it takes 2 or 3 hours to upload the lives, unfortunately. It takes so long, so we ask that you thumb up the live while you're in here. All right. We got to get another jump ring open here. We're going to start with at least 4. And we're going to be attaching these jump rings. I know this is kind of boring part of it, but this is all a part of jewelry work, folks. So we're going to try this first and see how that works. I'll try to get you guys close in on that, if possible, so you can see everything that's going on. Okay, so I'm going to hook on this one here. And then I'm going to close it up. Okay, I'm getting spam calls while I'm working. Isn't that crazy? I wish I knew how to stop that. I hate it to interrupt your live. Whoops, let me get another one. Sorry about that. Let me pull the camera back a little so you guys can actually see what's going on with what I'm doing. All right, so we opened this one. Now we're going to close this jump ring on this set of chain links with the blue. These are blue. I don't know. I think they're like a blue, they're glass. They are not gemstones. I usually use gemstones, but this is also a resin moon, which is really pretty. I mixed gold and silver mica by Jacquard. I am not supported by them. I just love their products, and it did really well, and it came out gorgeous. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm getting a small piece of wire, because that's how I have to do this chain. It's so small. I'm ordering, by the way, I am ordering some tiny chain links for this wire in the future, so that while I'm still having to work with this wire, it'll work. So I'm going to use some 20 gauge parawire, which is pretty awesome. Hi everybody, welcome in. Please remember to like the live. It really does help. I really appreciate it if you're in here. If you'll make sure you thumb up the live, it'll be awesome. Okay, I'm going to cut about 4 fingers there. And then we're going to, I'm going to see, I don't even know if that will fit this chain. If it doesn't, I'm going to have to use even smaller chain. There we go, we got it. The 20-inch fit, the 20 gauge parawire fits. Yahoo, I'm so happy. All right. So we're going to take this and we're going to put it through this jump ring, just like this. Kind of pull them together so that the chain will be attached. And I have to do it this way because this chain will not fit anything because it's so small. I think it's smaller than 2 millimeter. In fact, I'm not even sure. I think I ordered 2 millimeter and they may have sent me a different gauge, but that happens sometimes and there's nothing you can do about it except to work with it. We're going to use these nylon pliers, which I'm going to use to twist because I don't want to damage the wire. We want it to look nice, even if it's attached like this. And it will actually look beautiful when it's done. Everybody see what I'm doing? Thank you for whoever's in here with me, a couple of people. Folks, don't forget to thumb up the live. It really does help. Helps with the algorithm, and it helps to let them know that you like what I'm doing. And so I can keep continuing to do this. I really appreciate everybody's help, and I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for being at my live. That's amazing. Okay, so we're working on a blue resin moon that I created, and of course I drilled a hole through it, and then tonight I filed off the lip in the back, and I'm going to put more resin on here to cover up the scratches from the Dremel sand. All right. So now we got that. And that's hooked on the chain there. We're going to cut this off right here as close as possible without losing that little knot there, because we need that so it stays on the chain. Okay, and from there, I'm going to get some hard resin right now because we need to cover up these scratches. And I'm using UV resin hard, and you can get this up on Amazon. No, I'm not supported by them, and it's all that stuff. So it's just letting you know. You can get it there and Temu. Okay, so I'm going to use one of these little, what I call medicine cups, because that's what they look like. And we're going to put some resin in here, and then I'm going to use either a toothpick or a little piece of wire to spread some resin on the back of this moon, and I'm going to put it in my UV, under my UV lamp, which will help to seal this up. And I'm going to get, let's see here. Where is, okay. We're going to put some more blue mica. This is by Jacquard. You can buy this up on Amazon too, and other places. It's mica, blue powdered, and it doesn't glow or anything. And it's like 3 grams in a bottle. So it's kind of expensive, but it's really nice. So we're going to just, I'm going to use this like I would a little spoon or a dipstick, and just take what I need in here, just enough to cover and color the back of this again, since it got scratched up because I had to take that lip off with my Dremel. How's everybody doing tonight? Got any favorite colors, favorite gemstones? Because if you do, in the next live, I will put them in the live, because I do gemstone work, And this is the end of the month, so I'm going to be looking at all my subscribers and stuff because I give away one free gemstone, and I will make anything from a ring to a necklace, possibly a bracelet for you. And it's free of charge. You don't pay shipping or anything. It is given because you are a supporter of my channel and that you support me and what I do. So here we go. We're adding the blue mica resin to this. Make sure you guys can see what I'm doing. And we're just spreading it around to cover up the scratches. And I'm kind of going to go over the entire back if possible because I want it to match on the back. I don't want it to look different. There we go. We're getting it. See, you can still see that little kind of a lippy there. I couldn't go any deeper or I would have damaged the moon completely. And this will take, I'm guessing, around 20 minutes for this to harden under the light if I don't do it too thick. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist, mixed media. And I've just been working on some fun little projects last few weeks because I actually got some kind of flu bug. Probably caught it from where I went to church. I don't know. But I definitely got it because they put me on antibiotics. Sorry, my hand got in the way. All right, so we've got this. Oh, we got it pretty much covered. We need a little bit more here. And a little bit more there. Wow. I've got to hold it right here. Sorry if my hand's in the way. All right, that should work. I'm going to turn my light on, bringing you guys over here so you can see when I put it in the oven. It's going great. Thank you. Oh my God, Vaughn, I never expected you in here. Wow. That is a real treat to see you in my room because I am shocked. Thank you so much for blessing me with your thing. I am nothing close to you, sweetie. Nothing close. Not even close. I'm trying to get my lamp to come on. I know it works. It doesn't want to come on. Maybe it's because I finally pulled the blue plastic off the bottom. I don't know. Sorry, guys. Did it come on yet? No. Am I plugged in? That's the question. My cat unplugs a lot of things for me, by the way. How are you doing tonight? Girl, you must be tired coming in here to watch me. You are awesome yourself. You are freaking amazing. I don't know, but am I crazy? Because I can't see any thumbs up on my video unless it's YouTube, because usually I can see them. I don't see any. Okay, I think I got it, guys. There we go. We got light. We got light. Here we go. By the way, this used to be blue on the bottom. The light's making it look blue, but it had blue plastic on it. I've had this thing for about 4 years. Thank God the plastic didn't catch on fire. You whooped. Well, that sounds good. Can I please come to dinner? I am starving. Thank you. You're so awesome. You are. I'm so glad to see you here. I got to screenshot this. This is a real treat having you in my room. Okay, so we're putting this over here now. I had to cover the back because I don't think you were in here. I had to use my Dremel, Vaughn, and it made a lot of noise. Some people ran out probably because of it, but I did warn them. But I had to use this to Dremel off the back. It got a lip from the way I poured the resin. So I'm hoping 20 minutes and this will be dry and I can get it done. And I'm so unorganized. You have no idea how unorganized I am. Hey Lana, how are you, sweetheart? You know what? I got to do this for you too. Hold on a second here. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna do that, and then how do I? Wait a minute. I got to do something. Got to. Ah, guys, I'm moving you around like you're spaghetti. There you go. All right. You're amazing. You're amazing. Thank you for being here. Lana, by the way, is in Iowa or somewhere. I'll never get it straight. And we're friends on Facebook too. And her friend that I met through her is from Sydney, Australia. And he's an artist too. So, anyway, Lana's going to come to your channel too. You trust me. I just got to get it. We both suffer. She works and she has problems like me, health problems. But I hope this works. Oh, God, I hope this works, that this gets sealed. I really do. So I have a problem, Vaughn. These things, look at this. This is crazy since you're in here. I did the chain links. They're just glass beads, okay? I didn't use gemstones this time because it is a resin moon. But look at this chain. It's less than 2 millimeters. I can't get any jump rings to fit it unless I use a piece of wire. And I had to use a piece of wire to hook it to this so that I could put the jump ring to attach it. I mean, nothing fits it. The 20, you know what? It might though. I just thought about that. I didn't think about that. This is a 20 gauge parawire and it was small enough to get through the end of the chain. So maybe if I made a jump ring, it would fit it, huh? You know, the running wild of the hamsters is in my brain. Thank you. And I was afraid that it wasn't going to work, to be honest with you. I mean, really, to be honest with you, I'm not kidding, Vaughn. I didn't think it was going to work. I really appreciate that. You're so amazing. Oh my God, this is such a treat. Everybody, go to Back to Earth Creations. Make sure you sub her. She is an amazing artist. She puts me in the shame zone, but she is also an awesome person. She is fantastic. She's got the biggest heart in the world, and she is amazing. Most of the things I learned through her, watching her over the years, because all I do is paint and draw. And then I got into the jewelry, and she got me addicted. And that was it. That was all it wrote. But yeah, so I'm happy to have you here. My chat and everything is boring right now, but I'm using that. I have another bottle of that stuff that I showed you. What did I do with it? See what I mean? I've lost the bottle of resin. How do you lose a bottle of resin? Here we go. I bought this stuff. I guess it's Chinese or Jap because well, some of it's in English. We'll just put it that way. So it works really great. It's done a lot of work for me. And you use the same powders as me, don't you, Vaughn? Because I think years ago is when you told me about it. Was the Jacquard powders that you get those like 12 in a set? I think I bought these off of see, it says Pentex or something, but it is Jacquard mica powder. This is one of my favorite colors. I want to do some heads like Vaughn does some really awesome dragon stuff. She's really a fantasy lady. She is an amazing artist, an amazing person, and she is nice to everyone. So let's see what I can do. I don't know where I'm still unpacking. I've been here since this past March in this new apartment, but I am still unpacking stuff. So, and I gave you a wrench, okay? You got a wrench in my room because you're amazing. And everybody that knows me knows I'm pretty safe. So, a lot of times I have wrenches in their room too. because we all get that one that comes in that you didn't know was going to stalk you in the room for some reason. Someone asked me the other night, this is awful. We're working on a blue resin moon, and I took off the lip with my Dremel on the back. It had a lip from where I poured it. And we're working on hooking these onto these chains on each side. I love this look, by the way. Let me see something. I want to show this to Vaughn since she's here, because where is it? And by the way, I had to drink sweetened low water because I couldn't find my green tea, and I was dying of thirst and thought it was in my living room, and it wasn't. And of course the cat went and knocked it over on the floor, and I had to wipe it up with paper towels and tell her not to drink it because that's poisonous to them. Okay, this isn't perfect, but I want you to see this, Vaughn. This is my piece I made, my turquoise piece. You taught me how to make this turquoise. And then I did a bezel on it and kind of wire wrapped it. And these are real malachite beads. But look at the look. I love this look. I want to know what Vaughn thinks of the look, though. I don't know how to get my camera so she can see this right. Yeah. With the chain links. So, and I did a hand hook on it because I can't find any of my lobster clips or anything. So I'm still, hunting. And if you look, I also did a faux, and everybody in Walk in the Rain, including myself in one of my videos, called it it looked like a labradorite. But when you picture it right, this stone came out perfect to be a black onyx, golden black obsidian when I pictured it on Google. Because on here it looks almost like labradorite. I don't think it looks like labradorite. You have to tell me. You're the professional. So, and I wanted my chain to be the other chain, which is the copper chain I have that I can't find either. But this is all made out of polymer clay, by the way. And I got all my inspiration and stuff. Vaughn is the creator of my heart. She's my guru jewelry lady. And she is an amazing person. So don't forget to sub her channel and support her. You will be amazed. She is awesome. So I don't know. What do you think of that piece? I'm asking Vaughn because I know she's going to be honest with me. Thank you so much, Vaughn. I really appreciate that. And I know you were talking about you didn't like making those hooks, but because I couldn't find, see, I had to use wire that isn't even the same color to get this chain hooked until I got my silver wire. I had to order more silver wire, and I have tons of it, but I don't know where it is. So I made this like S hook on here. It's really an S hook to hold it together because I can't find my lobster clips. It's really janky, but I'm sorry, that's all I got. And I did this one too that I haven't finished. Everybody saw that too. So it's not wrapped as great as yours, but it's a pink. They must have dyed this because it's real agate. But you can't see. I tried to show a light through it, and you can't really, well, maybe if I do this, you guys can see the light in the agate and see it light up because it's really pretty. I just need to rewrap it because it looks really funky, but it's a beautiful color. So we're still waiting on this. You think it's done? Is this done? Has it been 20 minutes? Have I been yapping 20 minutes? Well, I think it's done enough I can work with it. And I got a bubble in the other side. If you look real close, it got a bubble. But I got the back. There we go. And we got that lip off. It almost looks like I painted it, and it's not. It's that mica and resin. So what I'm trying to figure out is I'm going to hook the other chain now that I know the 20 gauge wire will work for me to put it through a jump ring. I got to figure out what I'm going to use to make this hang straight. You are so awesome, Vaughn. I will make you the proudest teacher ever. I promise, because I'm going to make it to Dragon Con, sweetie. I'm coming in there to socialize, and compete. Because I love you. So we're cutting off. I do it this way. I can't use my arms. This is about 4 fingers here. We'll stop there. And this one's about 3. So about 7 fingers. I'm not sure how long that makes it. And then I'm going to take another jump ring like this. Put it through the end of these that I handmade. Can you guys see this okay? My hands get in the way of everything. Thank you so much. I really love the blue. I want to do another one and do it even better. So it was more like an experiment to see if it was going to turn out. Because I've got 2 of these, Vaughn. If I can find the other one, I'll send it to you. I actually have 2 of these molds. I bought them off of Etsy. Back when I was in Panama City, Florida, when I was living out there. I went from Virginia to Panama. I was there about 3 years, and I have 2 of these. And I don't even know if they carry them anymore. But I will send you the other one. It's still new in the pack if I can find it. It's finding stuff. I've got it all. It's just finding it. So I'm using the nylon pliers, looking through my mess here to find more pliers. Believe me, I have plenty of pliers. More than I need. I'm just going to pull that down and kind of wiggle it back and forth as gentle as possible. This one was actually open probably too wide, but I think I can get it. I think I can, like the train getting up the hill. Yeah, I'd be playing some Ozzy or Aerosmith, but they'd probably whack me for it. They got me the last time, Vaughn, during the Halloween ones, and they were doing really well. But I played something with, oh God, William Shatner. You know, Star Trek? The king of Star Trek? Yeah, finding is the lucky part. You're just amazing. Yeah, I mean, anyway, he was on there and it was Halloween and I was playing a Halloween special. I happened to move the phone up and down so I can read the chat. Um, anyway, he was doing the Halloween special and telling about all this stuff, and I didn't even think about it, that his voice, and it was so weird when they did it, Vaughn. The video stopped and it said, you've been, you're not, it didn't give me a copyright strike. It said, but you cannot play this music, or this is copyrighted. And it says, as soon as you turn it off, we'll let your live go back on. They did too. It was weird. It was like the gods of the computers come in and shut you down. And then as soon as you turned it off, as soon as they couldn't hear William Shatner, my video went back to being live. In fact, Lana was in that one. So was Will Hat, who we know as Andrew, the other artist that's in Sydney, Australia. You know, he has over 16,000 subscribers. If I could get even 1,000, I'll be happy. That's all I need is 1,000, right, to get monetized? I think that's correct. Okay, so now we're going to take this again, the 20 gauge parawire. I know it's kind of janky, but it's the only way I can do it, folks, so please forgive me. And we're going to put it through this little bitty chain that is so tiny. If I get it like this, you guys can realize how small it is. This is the smallest chain I have ever used. It's stainless steel. Who knows who I ordered it from, because I have several rolls of it. Usually I try to order from the Ring Lord, but I didn't this time. So this is what I got, and I got to work with it because it's all I got. Okay, I got that on. Yay! Miracles never cease. It's because you're here, Vaughn. It's because you're here. See? And it fell out. No, it didn't. Good. Thank God. Oh, my Lord. I'm a little hyper tonight. I'm tired and I'm excited that you're here. I about fell over. Ron. You're such an honor to have here. She is the queen of jewelry. Make no mistake, this woman can outdo me, run me around a corner, and I'd still be trying to catch up a couple of years later. She's an amazing artist. You need to subscribe to Vaughn's channel too. And I brag about her all the time. In fact, I bragged about you so much to one of my friends. They go, oh, do you always have to talk about her? See? So there you go. Because I really do think you're awesome. You're what made me. I just had a boob here, so I'm trying to see if I can fix the boob without being noticed too much. I don't know how I wrapped that wire and it wasn't on there. Okay, here we go. Back into the hole. I need you to go in here. This is the worst I have ever done to hook something up, but I couldn't get anything else to work, so that's what I'm doing. Wow. Thank you so much, Vaughn. You too. And don't worry, Lana will subscribe to you and maybe she'll come see some of your lives and realize how amazing you are. Go enjoy your dinner. You're a moderator in my room now. Thank you so much, Vaughn. I feel so honored. I really do. Thank you again. And you and Randy have a nice evening. I'm going to undo what I did here because I know I shouldn't have done that. It's not even go there. We're going to undo this wire, folks, so that we can make sure it gets hooked up. People, don't forget to subscribe and like, and also go to Vaughn at Back to Earth Creation. She's an amazing creator and artist, and she's a lot of fun. You will have the best time in her room. Hey, Will Hat, you just missed Vaughn from Back to Earth Creations. I told her all about you. The Sydney, Australia love. Yeah, exactly, Lana. He's getting up there. I wish I had that many subs. I really do, but I don't. But it was a real honor to have Vaughn come in my room from Back to Earth Creations. It was an absolute honor. I never expected that. Never, never. Because she's always busy and always has something going on because they do shows and she does a lot of, well, she does a lot of sewing and crafting and she does tons of videos compared to me. Like I'm lucky I can get 1 or 2 out a week. Why can't I get this to turn on here? All right, so I found a wire that will fit this, everybody, so that I can hook these gemstones to this tiny chain. I'm telling you, as soon as I can afford it, folks, I'm buying some bigger chain. This is just ridiculous how small this chain is. Oops, sorry, I'm out of frame. You guys can't see me twisting all the wire and stuff and what I'm doing. All right. Okay, now I'm going to cut this as close as I can without losing that knot because that's the only thing that's holding this to this. Close as I can without ruining and losing that knot. There we go. Did it stay or did I cut it too close? No, I got it. Whew. Then we're going to smush, as my queen of wire that has gone to eat her dinner, we're going to smush our wire down. And I laugh because she doesn't even know that one night I was doing wire wrapping and doing the twisting of the wire and making quills. And it was somebody, I know it was somebody from her room because they go, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it was funny. We all try to support each other, no matter what level, I guess. And that just proves what a great person Vaughn is to you guys. For her to even show up in my room, I just about fell over. Okay, now I'm trying to close up this ring. This ring is from Chainmail Joe, folks. The bigger jump rings are from his stuff, and I do highly recommend his jump rings. They're great. Let me see if I can get this. I need this to close, guys. I need this jump ring to close. And I am trying my best. I guess that's as close as it's going to get. These are really tough. See how I pulled it on the other side, guys? And it looks still open. So I always look on both sides, especially with this. I think this is like 16 gauge, this jump ring. Whoops, sorry about that. I didn't mean to get out of the frame. And by the way, Will Hat, look here. I got the back. I put more resin on the back, and I sanded this down. I know there's a little roughness there, but I got it sanded down and put more blue resin on the back to cover that up. It's not perfect, but I think it's pretty. I wish I hadn't really gotten the bubble there, but there's nothing I can do about it, you know. But it's still pretty. Okay, so I got the chain hooked on these. Yay. So we now have these, which I think are gorgeous. Somebody else thought they were lapidus because they do look like it. At a distance, it does appear to like an lapidus. A lapidus. I do have some lapidus, but I don't have the beads. I have what they call like spikes of them. They're beautiful. Everybody, thank you for all the thumbs up and the likes. I really appreciate it. And by the way, Vaughn is a big creator. She's got like, oh my God, probably 10K or better people that sub to her. So she's a big one. Sub to her. She'll support your channel just like she did me coming in here. So there you go. Like, she's a real down-to-earth person. She's really nice. I really like her. She's amazing. And I always say she is, because I know that you probably think, oh, you're just sucking up to her on her channel. That's not true. She is a really nice person. She's real down to earth and real human. We'll put it that way. Now, anybody got any ideas on how we're going to hook this to the moon? I know Will had suggested to do a round coil. Is that correct? I'm going to slide the phone down because I can't see anybody talking. Hey, Launch, how you doing, man? You missed, man. You missed out if you weren't in here because Vaughn came here from Back to Earth Creations. I was so shocked. And she had to go eat dinner. I don't blame her because I'm hungry too. But she's having pumpkin chili because she had all these pumpkins with cornbread. So it sounded really good. That's what her and Randy are having tonight. Now, I had all this, okay, I got it off. I said, I had all this trouble getting my light to turn on. You missed me curing this and fixing the back, though I did fix it. It almost looks like it was painted, but it's not. It's resin that I mixed right here with the jacquard mica powder. That is such a pretty blue. I mean, it's just gorgeous. Okay, I'm trying to think, how am I going to do this? How am I going to make this hang so it will hang straight? Remember what I said? When I'm learning, you guys are learning. We're learning together. I need another little jump ring on here, though, because I have one on here. That wouldn't be good if I didn't put one on it to match it up. Oh, I meant to show her my earrings, too, but I didn't. Okay, so where's another little jump ring? I know I have some. I made them. Well, I'll just... Wait a minute. That's one right there hiding, folks. Thank you for your patience with me while you can't see anything I'm doing. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back. And we're going to put a jump ring, not on the left one, but on this one here on the right, because it doesn't have one. I don't know, maybe I pulled it out or something. These are actually really pretty. And I can see why people would mistake them and think they were lapidus. They're actually like a Swarovski crystal type, and they're probably 6 or 8 years old. Because I just pulled them off that line of beads and Walk in the Rain was here when I did that. I bought them at Michael's, so, you know. So now I'm using them. Okay, so I got that now. Great Scott, I hope everybody survived my flash out. You just woke up, you poor baby. Oh my goodness. The camera looks way too close. I know, I'm gonna pull it back some. I hit the thing and I hit the thing and it knocked me out of the live. So how's that? Is that better? Just say yes about 5 times so it'll go up screen so I can see it. I can't see a darn thing because of the way I'm doing this. I need some Randy input from Vaughn's husband because he does all her tech stuff. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Guys, don't forget to thumb up the live because it really helps and it helps support me. The more thumbs up I get, the better it's going to be pushed out. And I really appreciate that. So we got all this done. And now we're trying, or I with you am trying to figure out how and what kind of design I'm going to use to hook this moon on. It's a shame because I have a lot of things that aren't even out for me to use to do stuff with. Look at these. You guys got to see these. This piece here is a piece of abalone, okay? That is an abalone dual side shell. It's really pretty. Round abalone. I get so sidetracked. It's hard to show on the camera to show the blues and all that, but if you look, it'll reflect them sometimes. But anyway, here are these lobster clips. Look how tiny they are, but they might be just perfect for this chain. You know that? I didn't think about that, you guys, because these are so small, they'll probably fit it. Holy cow. They'll probably fit it. So give me a second here. I am looking to think about what type of wire I want to use. Any suggestions would be more than appreciated by anyone. Will Hat, if you're still looking in the background, of course, Yvonne, which I call her Vaughn. So there you go. It's not that I don't like her name, but it's just not as personal. And watch. I'm trying to get my foot over my light, folks, without kicking it over. Okay, so we've got to make something, a clasp of some type. And Will Hat suggested some kind of metal design around one to kind of go through this, and it would cover up the hole, which I think is a grand idea. I don't think I'm as good at making the hoop-de-loops as Vaughn is, because she would know how to do that loop he's talking about. But I'm going to work on it. I'm going to try. Wait a minute. Wrong piece of wire. I'm coming off the wrong end. There it is. Okay. And this is the 20 gauge parawire, which I absolutely need for this chain because nothing else will fit it. And we're going to use the nylon pliers here to straighten this out. We are working on a blue resin moon. And earlier I used the Dremel to sand it down to get the lip off that it over poured on it. And then I added more blue mica powder and the hard resin. And this is about, I got to put a ruler on here. So this is about 4 fingers right there. And then what? Another 4 fingers, about 9 inches. All right, folks, make sure you thumb up the live. I appreciate it for all those who do. And make sure you talk so I can see you talking. So I know you're enjoying the live. Okay, so we're going to try this. I'm going to use my barrel nose pliers, and we're going to make some kind of spiral design. And then after that, we're going to attach it to the moon. And this side of my barrel nose pliers is like a 2 millimeter. This one. We're just going to wrap it like that. Round and round she goes. Now I'm going to squeeze that together. I'm going to use these right here because they're square and I can do that. And then, because we're going to take it a little step further and we're going to go on a bigger barrel. I'm going to pull it to there. This is only my imagination, folks, so we'll see where it takes me. All right. So we got that. I'm going to bend this back, sort of like that. And let's see. We're going to see if this is going to work. I don't know if this is exactly what Will Hart meant. I know what he meant. I just don't know. Oh, no. Okay, it poked through. Good. Okay, so we're running that through the top here. And I'm going to lay that right here like that. Look at that. Yes, absolutely. And then we're going to take that bent one and push it around the back. And that will cover the hole. I wish this was more loopy though. Let me try something here. I'm going to try to make this a little more loopy. Of course, if I don't do it big, it's probably going to show the hole. Of course. But I could do that. Yeah. Like that. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Okay. Just pressing that down tight as I can. That'll cover the hole, and it kind of gives it a little design. And then we're going to leave the back like that. I'm going to hold it right here, thumb on there and finger up there so it doesn't go away. I'm going to use these. See if I can grab this. There we go. And I'm going to pull this back. Oops, I need that to bend and pull back. There we go. And then I'm going to run this one this way. This wire this way. I think I am. And back this way. Okay, I'm not too sure about that. Okay, let me try it again. Because I don't want it to come out. I want that to stay there like that. So it keeps covering the hole. Let me pull my phone down some. I'm having a hard time seeing what people are saying. I apologize. Oops. Camera looks way too close. Way better now. Okay. All right. Give me a second here. I want to try something. Yay, I got a screenshot because I'm saving that Vaughn was in my room. That's a real honor, man, for her to come in my room. Okay, so here's what we're working on still. We're working on the Blue Moon, resin Blue Moon. I already sanded on the back. I already made the resin and covered it, so you can't see where I sanded it and scratched it. But I want to kind of, I guess, I'm going to try. I don't know. I'm not as good at these hoop-de-hoop things. And then I'm going to push that over that way. And that way. I need to smush these down with the pliers. So I think that's going to look a lot nicer. What do you guys think? Yay or nay? You have to tell me. Because you're seeing it at a different perspective than me. Somebody type in the chat and tell me what you think. So yes, Lana, don't you think that looks way better than it did? Because it's going to cover the hole. Once I press it down with the pliers and squeeze this all together, it will cover the holes. Okay, so I'm going to use the pliers to smush this down. My flat nose pliers. My dream pliers. I don't know. I think I can get them wide enough. This moon is really wide, by the way. You wouldn't think so. It looks a lot smaller on camera, but it's pretty big. So I'm smushing that down. And then I'm going to turn this on the back some more. This is sort of how you tighten down when you wire wrap stuff. Yeah. And I'll probably never get my pliers out of it again. And then we're going to smush it down here as gentle as I can be because I don't want to damage the moon. Yeah. And you can see it's two parts because you can see through the top where it was clear, and then I added the resin. Okay, this needs to come further over here again. I'm using my hands because I don't want to damage the resin moon. I don't want to scratch it. If I scratch it, it means I'm going to have to add more resin. I don't want to do that either. Okay, what does everybody think about that? I got that as close as I can to cover that hole. A spiral in the front made either side. Hang on, I got it. See, I'm having to move my phone to see the chat. Okay, I'm listening real hard. I'm reading. A spiral in the front made a loop over the top, meant to jump rings on either side should work. Thank you, Lana. I appreciate all the compliments. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. Everybody remember to like, sub, and keep coming back and watching me. It's going to get better. And I use these charts too from Chainmail Joe. They are amazing. They really help on sizing jump rings, and even when you make your own. And then on the back, mine has this, but I do have another card that's like Vaughn's, where it shows all the different wraps. I just don't know where that one is right now. I have two of those. Okay, so here we go. I need to, yeah, I think I need more jump rings, Will Hat. On these, in order to attach it, I need more jump rings on these so that it goes lower. Does that make sense? I'm trying to read what Will Hat says, too. So, let's see here. Do I want to use bigger jump rings or little ones is the question. God, this would be so cool, too, if it was chainmail. It would be beautiful. But it's too much. It's only a resin moon, and I don't want to, like, get it where it's going to be pricey. Then nobody's going to want to buy it either when I put it up on Etsy. So I'm going to take a couple of these rings. I have the smaller ones in here too when I made these. And I'm going to borrow them permanently on another piece. Okay, that one will come off now. I'm sorry, this is basically a part 2 of repair and making it work. The next one, I promise, will be some teaching in it for other things. I'm going to open this ring right here. That's 2. We're going to need way more than 2 to do this. Actually, it's amazing. This moon doesn't look that big, and it isn't, but it is rather thick because I poured it to fill the mold that it was in. If I'd have poured it thinner, I might have not had to do all this. So you learn by your own mistakes, you know. So I should have really made this moon thinner than what it is. And I wouldn't be having to add a million jump rings so that I could hook it straight. But I do think it's really pretty. I think it turned out really well. And I don't know what's going on, guys, but that stupid genus or whatever thing it is, it keeps jumping up my lives. I wonder how I cut that off. Do you know how to cut that off, Will Hat? That darn Genesis thing? Because that should not be popping up in my live. It talked in my live at first. It was crazy. And Vaughn had something that was doing her live. We could all hear it. I meant to say to her that I heard it too, but I didn't think about it at the time. Other people told her. Maybe she was listening to something and it was coming up on her live. I'm trying to get this to smush down and hold it in place here so it stays over that hole. fast. Oops, sorry, I'm right out of the frame again. I am so sorry. I'm talking away. I'm out of the frame. You guys just got to tell me, hey, you're out of the frame. Smush this down. Maybe I'm not. I'm going to have to push it down. Smush it and push it. Those are some words, aren't they? Okay. See, I want it to stay over that hole. And if I do it too much, it comes off the hole where I don't want it to show. I'm just trying to work this down. I need it to stop being blurry. There we go. What do you think of that, Will Hat? Does that work? I mean, there's an edge there, but maybe when I put the jump and the chain through it, that won't show so much. I gotta slide this up again because I can't see everybody. Thank you so much for everyone being here. Give me a second. I am looking for something to see with these jump rings, what I can do to modify and maybe even make it even more sparkly and fun. At least I hope. I hope. I am working. Hold on. Always got something going on. And if I get this all straightened out and working, guys, I want to do this. What does everybody think of this dragon pendant? I want to change this piece. I'm not too happy with the connection, but I think it's gorgeous. It's like a tree, a tree and a sword and dragon heads. They're little teeny dragon heads. What does everybody think of that piece? It's really a cross, what it is. So I want to wire wrap this a little bit and put some beads on it and add it to a lovely chain. What do you guys think of that? Thank you, Lana. Thank you so much. Because I just love dragons. I am dragon hooked. I told Vaughn she's the dragon queen. You should see some of the stuff she makes. It's amazing. And she is the dragon queen. Now, that's not meant in a bad way. I mean, she is the queen of dragons. She is an amazing artist. Okay, so I'm trying right now. I'm going to do this by hand, guys, and hook that in there, and then I will use my wire clips. Let me move this out of the way because that's not a part of it. It's only the Beautiful Resin Blue Moon being attached. Okay, so I'm going to get this ring in here. Then I'm going to put another ring in. And then I'm going to put a smaller ring in, and we're going to try to hook it with wire. Because I've got to have it hook in that hole that we can't see now. Even though it's really, if you turn it right, you can still see it. I need you here, Will Hat, to help me. Okay, now let me get this right there like that. I'm really holding this funky, sorry. All right. There we go. I didn't even have to work that one back and forth. I'm sorry I was out of focus and out of the camera. So that one's closed. We got to add one more. Like this. That one's on there. Trying to hold it so you guys can see. It keeps blurring up. Why does it keep blurring up? All right, so I'm going to use 2 pairs of flat nose pliers to close these jump rings. Sorry for that if you have headphones on. I just dropped my pliers. Okay, usually just rock it back and forth. And it will usually clip, and it did. So that's 2. What do you think we'll have? 4? I do too. Dragons are my favorite, Lana. They are my favorite. In fact, I have a sculpture that I need to come on and let you guys see that I did out of clay, and I stabbed myself in the hand with an X-Acto knife because I was using my left hand and I'm right-handed, and it slipped. I was like scraping off the wing veins, and the X-Acto knife slipped and went right into the center of my right hand when I was making it. And I didn't film it. I should have filmed it. That would have maybe gone viral, huh? Artist stabs self while making dragon. Okay, I think I got that pretty cool. If we do 3 of those on each side, I'm still going to have to use wire though, Will Hat. That looks okay. You're so sweet. I'm still going to have to use wire to attach it though. That's what's bad. I wanted it to go through there, but this is way too thick. This moon is way too thick. I should have poured it a lot thinner. It's gorgeous, but it's too thick. Because if I'd have poured it thinner, I would have been able to get a jump ring through that hole. Okay, so now, and we're going to put 3 on this side. Sorry, we're going to put 3 jump rings also on this side. So I'm getting the jump rings again to take them off. This is one of the jump ring sets that I did to teach people how to do 4-in-1, and I'll show you what I mean if I lay it down so you can actually see there's actually 4-in-1. It's just so scrunched up here because it's small, but it actually is 4-in-1, which is 2 jump rings on each side and 1 in the middle. So do I take that as that looks okay, or that looks okay? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for coming in and being here, since I have missed 2 of your lives. And I couldn't come Saturday night because I was really sick. And also I had to sleep because I go to church on Sunday. All right. There's 1. So we got to do 3 for this one too. And after we do that, we're going to put on that one of these. I think this is going to fit it perfect. I don't have to make the thing. These are going to fit it because these are like miniature lobster clips. Is there any? I'm looking to see if there are any jump rings in there with it. I think there is. Little teeny ones. I mean teeny, you guys. Those jump rings are teeny. They're micro small, almost like you can't see them. Okay, so we are working on a resin blue moon. And I am now trying to get jump rings off of here to attach to the necklace so that I have an extension on each side of the 3 chain link necklace so that we can get the moon, sorry, my hand's in front of everything, so we can get the moon to hang right, to hang level and flat. Okay, I think I got it. Yay, there's 3. Yippee. Okay. I think I got my camera way too close. This arm, I need to move my arm. My arm is in a funky position, but I can't do it right now. And my arm is really old, so it's like had it. It's been through the mill. And it was an expensive one too. Okay, so now that I've got these 3 jump rings done, thank you everybody for being here and supporting me. It helps me. You give me watch time when you're in my lives, and that is so fantastic. I cannot thank you enough. Okay. Try to make it so you can see me doing this. That little teeny jump ring right there. See, the thing keeps fuzzing up on me where you guys can't see it. It keeps blurring. All right. Come on now. There we go. I hope y'all could see that. If you couldn't, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to make it so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, take that. And then these flat nose to close it back up. There we go. That one's closed. Now we're going to do number 2. It won't be as hard to get it in there because it's a bigger ring. And then we're going to hold it on the left and the right, and we're going to work it back and forth to close this jump ring. Whoops. Sorry, my pliers slipped. And these are flat square nose pliers. They work great too if you're doing a lot of chainmail or chain mallee. They actually are awesome for it. Okay, so I got that one. Squish it a little bit. Now we got a third one to go. Let me back that off. You guys are seeing my hand. That's it. Okay, so now we're going to put this third jump ring in here. Hook it through there just like that. And I'm going to grab it again with the flat nose. Or I'm going to try to. Okay. And then we'll get this one to close. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. There we go. We got it. Yay! Yippee! They said success. Thank goodness. We don't want to be here all night. Okay, so we are working on the chain links I made, which I completed with these, what I call, they're like Swarovski. These glass beads are like Swarovski crystals. They're really pretty, and we have 3 jump rings on each side now, so that we can hopefully turn off your notification switch on your phone. Oh, really? How do I do that? Do I just go in my settings and turn that off? I've never had to do it, Will. That's why I asked, because it's been like this forever, doing that to me, pop-ups and everything else, and people calling me too. Do I need to put my phone on ignore when I come in live? See, I don't even know. That's why I'm asking. You know more. You and Vaughn know more about that than I do. I just sort of started creating because she told me I could do it. So I did it, even though I've been doing art since 1997, everything. And a lot of my jewelry that I did in the beginning is stuff that I drew. Okay, I'll remember that, Will Hat. And I'll make sure from now on that I do that. Okay, so let me see here. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to hook the moon on yet, guys. I'm going to get the lobster clap on, and we're going to make a jump ring on the other side out of 20 gauge para wire here. A jump ring, 1 or 2. And we're going to use that, and we're going to hook it on here. I'll make sure there's sound. Yeah, because there was one time I came in, I started the live, and I'm just talking away, and Walking the Rain was in the room, and I happened to look at the chat, and she said, I can't hear you. I said, oh no, I didn't turn the sound on. Somehow I had the sound off. Why do they make these darn little bags so hard to open? There we go. Phew. Okay, so I need 1 of these. We're going to dump these out here because, oh gosh, do you guys see this? Oh my gosh, take a look at this. I'm going to pull it up really close. Do you see that jump ring compared to my finger? That's what came with these lobster clips. Oh my goodness, that is weenie. How do you expect people to work with this chain and this weenie jump rings? Let's see, this one is one I made. Look at the difference in the size. This is the one that came with the baby lobster clips that we're going to use on this chain. It's insane. So I'm definitely going to have to dump the bag out here because I'm going to need 2 of those, 1 for each side. Let's Let's see. Oh my goodness. I know I'm going to put them away because my cat will try to devour them or play with them. So maybe I'll put them in here where she can't get them. Okay, so I need 2 of these jump rings, these little teeny things. You guys can see how small they are, can't you? Oh my goodness. Wow, thank you everybody for being here and supporting me. I really appreciate it while we learn together about what not and how thick you should actually pour your resin pours. Okay, this thing is tiny, guys. I will do my best to make sure you guys can see, but I am not going to promise anything. I am trying. Let me pull this back a little bit. Oh my goodness. I've got to get this jump ring through this chain. You think I can do it? Oh, it fell. Okay. Let me see if I can open it. Of course. Get the pliers to open it. It might be tiny, but it's mighty. It's a mighty tiny giant tiny jump ring that is mighty in strength. To pull it apart with my hands, I can't. Okay, so we're going to use the 2 square nose. Squeeze down on that, and I'm going to open it just like that. There we go. And now we're going to try to put it on this chain. Really tiny chain. Oh my goodness. Let me try it with my hand. It does not want to go through there. Don't tell me this is too big for this chain because it's weeny. Did I grab the wrong one? I think I grabbed the wrong one. Here it is. This is even worse. This is scary. It's so small. Okay, here's the tiny, tiny jump ring, guys. I need to be able to see where to open it. It's so small I can't see I can feel it though, but I can't see. Oh my goodness. All right, let me try with 2 of the square ones to pull this open. I'm trying to make sure you guys can see, but I can't guarantee it. Okay, so I've got it really open now, wide open. And then we're going to try to get the chain to thread on it. Come on, these can't be that too big for this chain. This has got to fit it. Oh my goodness. This is crazy. See, it didn't go through, and it's so little. What is up with that? Let's try this again. I'm trying to look through my camera so I can see that you guys can see. Let me just a second here. I've got to pull this over to me and see if I can get it to go into the chain first. This is crazy. It's so little. It should fit this chain, though. Don't you think so? Being this small? It's actually hard to handle, this teeny, teeny jump ring. Okay. And it just fell. Great. Good thing I have more than one. Oh my goodness. Pick that up. Grab it like that. This is the worst chain I've ever worked with. Do not buy this chain. I am warning you. It's sturdy, it's pretty, but it is way too small. So yeah, just knock that one through the air. I'll tell you what. I'm just going to take this, since this actually fits the chain, this is 20 gauge, I'm going to take it and cut me a couple of jump rings. So I don't have to mess with that teeny one trying to get it to fit. Because you can't even see it. I can't even see it, and I'm not that blind. So we're pulling off probably about 5 feet of Parawire 20 gauge. No, I am not sponsored by them, but it is one of my favorite wires. Vaughn at Back to Earth Creations got me attached to it, and I've used it ever since. The best wire I ever worked with in jewelry, making jewelry. Star, get off Mommy's chair. My cat's trying to knead my chair. Yep, you know, Star the boss. Okay, so I'm going to cut like, well, let me make the jump rings first. I don't want to cut this till I actually make them. I don't want to make them single. It'll be too much work. Thank you guys for being patient. Okay, so we're going to do, I'm going to try to do this 2 centimeter one. You just keep turning and you don't let go of the pliers, but you let loose of it and just keep bending your wrist around to twist it. So we're making some jump rings out of 20 gauge Parawire silver, and they're going to be for the top of this necklace so that I can put them through. Don't want to waste the wire, so I'm going to use it all, and then I'll cut the jump rings. Thanks for being patient with me, everyone. I'm so happy you're here. It's so great. Thank you so much for being here and supporting me. So if you're in the room, please like, please subscribe. There's more content coming. It's going to be fun, I promise. And you'll learn some things like I'm learning. So even as a crafter and a creator and an artist, you learn every day. You know, and it's never a process where you know it all. It is a learning experience the whole way, but it's fun, and I enjoy it, and I enjoy the interaction with my people who come in here and support me. I am so happy, and to all my new subs, thank you so much for that. And for anyone that's not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and like. All right, I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. So I'm going to squeeze down on these pliers and cut these little jump rings. And I'm putting my hand like this because I'm afraid they'll pop and hit me in the face. So give me a second here. Oh my goodness. All right, so I had to cut partial instead of all of them. That was part of the problem. I was trying to cut them all at once. Okay, let's see if this one will cut for me right here. Trying to make sure I show you guys. What I'm doing. Boy, and this is some tough wire, this 20 gauge. Looky there, but look at all the jump rings we got. Woo! Oh my goodness, Lance. I'm so sorry that happened to you. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with people nowadays? That kind of stuff. I don't get what they're doing. I would never steal from anyone. So there you go. Okay, so we're getting up with this chain here again. And I'm going to put one of these out of the 20 gauge Parawire I made, this jump ring. Look, I know it fits. Come on now. I know this fits this wire. Give me a second here, folks. Here, I'll let you see that Star is here, making sure that I do my job. There she is, up on the thing. Let me move this out of the way. There she is. There's Star, the boss. She says, hello, everybody. I am watching Mommy to make sure she does it correctly. She says, hello, everybody. I know that Vaughn would have loved to have seen her. but she didn't come up at the time when Vaughn was in here. So, okay, so we are trying to get the jump ring to go into the chain, which I know it will fit because this I put it in here through straight wire. So I know the jump rings will fit it. It's just getting them through that little hole, and it is very tedious to do it, by the way. I do not recommend anyone buying this type of chain unless you've got the patience of Job, which I do most of the time, but not always. Okay, so I am trying desperately to get this to catch. Come on now. Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks. I am doing my best to get it in there because I know this fits. Let me try it with the pliers. Maybe I can get it to work that way. Wow. Just trying to turn it so it will go into that little hole there on the chain. I thought I had it a minute ago, but I didn't. This is crazy, getting this to fit. Oh my goodness. Sorry, folks. I'm doing my best to get this to go through. Maybe I need to open it even more than what it is. I will try that and see if that works to get it to go through there. Wow. Nope. Yeah, I'm going to try to open this more and see if that works. There we go. I'm trying to see what everybody's saying, and I can't. I'm having to slide this phone up and down. Ah, get down, Star. See, I knew she was going to try to come over here. Get down. Where's the spray bottle? You better get down. Yeah, you can't be in Mommy's lap right now. I'm working. Sorry about that. I'm testing my patience to see if it matches. Jobs doing over 1 on 32 count 10 stitch. Oh my goodness, Lana. Oh my goodness. Thank you guys for being here and supporting me while I struggle with this baby chain to get a jump ring in it. Because I have to have one in order to hook the lobster clip. Okay. Oh my goodness. See, you fixed it, Lana. Thank you. All you had to do was be magic. Lana's magic. Because she said something nice how she's struggling and I got it. See there? All right. And now we got the lobster clip on too. Yay! Applause. I wish I had one of those things that makes that sound. I just dropped it off. Don't get too excited until I get it in there and do it. But yeah, so this has been a real challenge. I don't know which is worse, Lana, this or cross stitching on a 32 count. Because I've done that before too. Almost went blind doing it. Okay, so we're rocking this back and forth so that we can get this jump ring to close. Okay. We're almost there. We almost got it. Yay. Woo! Yeah, I say that in all my videos. It sounds like some kind of AI sound. Look at that, guys. The whole thing fell off. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What on earth? So did this jump ring come open? Looks like it came open. How did it come open? I thought I closed it. All right. So now I got to open it again and try to get it back on here. Oh my goodness. I had it. What is going on? I was so excited. I shouldn't have been so happy. Oh my goodness. Give me a second here. Let me pull this up here. Come on now. All right. I'm working on getting it. And I had it on here. How on earth did it come off? All that work. All right, patience, we're working on the blue moon resin, and we are working on getting a lobster clip and a jump ring to fit this chain. And it does fit it, but the chain is so small that I am struggling to get it back through the chain loop. I may have to hold it with pliers to do it. See if I can get the pliers up here. There we go. See, I had to be able to see it, and that helped. Woo! Sometimes using your hands is not always the answer, but I've done it so much with my hands before that it gets to be a habit. Okay, we're going to try to close this jump ring again, folks. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for being here. Please don't forget to thumb up the live and make sure you say hi, and don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to follow Will Hat and also Jovan Williams at Back to Earth Creation. Sorry, she is Jovan Kennedy now. She's married. I keep forgetting her married name. I'm so used to the other one from watching her all those years. Okay. Do we think this is going to stay now, everybody? I'm going to show you, see what you think. I'm going to pull it close up. Oh, look, it's got a gap there, doesn't it? See there? Wow, that is a gap. How did it get that gap like that? Oh, Lord. Did it come off again? Are you kidding me? It came off again. Oh, my Lord. Now I'm going to have to open it again and then hold it with the other pliers, the wire, to get it on there. But this time, I'm going to bend it on this side so it's bent open. And then I'm going to take this wow. Okay. Come on now. I need some angels and fairies down here to help me get this on here again. Oh my goodness. Thank you folks for your patience. I'm sorry I got all this hand here and you can't see what I'm doing. I am struggling is what I am doing. So I'm going to use the pliers again to hold the chain. Kind of hang it. And then get it to fall back on there. Oh my goodness, that completely came off. Let me try this. Pull this down. I didn't know this was going to be such a struggle, everybody. Oh my goodness. Just to get a jump ring on this blue moon resin necklace with the blue beads that are like Swarovski blue crystals. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here like so. Then I'm going to take, where'd it go? I just had it. I'm going to take this with a jump ring first. Oh my goodness. I am not nervous or shaky. This thing is just hard as heck. And I had it in here twice and it fell out. So we're going to try again. Oh Lord, I got it on there. Thank God I got it on there, guys. Now let's see if we can get the lobster clip back on here. I don't know if you guys realize how tiny this is, all of it, like really tiny, minute tiny. Okay, I'm going to hold that as tight as I can and try to get this jump ring to go together. I think we got it this time, guys. Everybody think we got it? Or you think it's going to come apart again? I got to slide the camera down because I can't see Jack. All right. I think we got it, guys. Woohoo! We got it. Yay! We got it. We got it. We got it. I'm trying not to be too excited. I don't want it to fall off again. But we got it. Do you see how tiny this is? It looks bigger on camera, but this is tiny, guys. I mean, tiny, tiny. Okay, so now we're going to take the other side. We're going to use one of those jump rings that I created that should fit this, which is 20 gauge parawire. We're going to put it on the other side of the chain so we can hook the lobster clip to it so that you can wear it. And then I've got to get the moon still on there. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. I apologize for it taking forever to get that on. That was tough. Let's see how I do with this. Oh my goodness. I also have to keep the pliers back far enough and be able to still hold it. This is the hardest chain I've ever worked with in my life. Okay, let's try this again. Hold this side with the chain hanging down. That's what I did before. Pick this up. See, I'm not letting loose. It's actually the pliers are like, it's like they're dropping it. And I'm not letting loose of it so that I can hook this. Okay. Grab it tight. And then we're going to try to get this one on here. I'm wondering if my fingers are getting in the way of it going on. There we go. We got it, folks. Did you guys see that? Yay. Please stay there. Let me get this closed. I think I got it close enough. So is that closed, guys? Did I get it closed? Yep, I think I did. Yay! Okay. And I'm doing this intentionally. I am going to take the lobster clip side and hook it onto the other side while I make the pieces. I'll be picking stuff up for Sundays because if I don't, my RoboVac will vacuum up all my jewelry stuff. Okay, so we're going to take the lobster clip now. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the two that are still sticking in here with me. I really appreciate it. This has been a real job. Okay, so now we're going to take this piece and we're going to hook it to the lobster clip. There we go. We got it, folks. We got it. Yay. We got the lobster clip hook. Yay. Okay, so now here comes the other tricky part. I'm going to move all that stuff back there. Try not to lose all these lobster and stuff. They're so small. Thank you for your patience, everybody. It's going to be beautiful when it's done. I tell you, it's been a real work of patience for me to do this. Okay, so now what we need is we're going to have something to be able to hook this in the center, and so that it doesn't hang woppy. Is that how you say it? You are keeping it real. Things like this happen. Try using tweezers. Yeah, I'm telling you, I will never. I'm going to use all the chain I have. And what's the sad part is I have another roll like this, which is almost the same, but I think this would have worked better for me, even though it looks smaller than this. And I thought this was the bigger chain. See that, like, that? This is tiny. That's tinier. So I should have used this chain, and I used that instead. And my when I find it, my copper chain isn't that small, so it's real easy to hook up whatever you need. Okay, so now we got to figure out how we're going to do this so it hangs even. I need it to hang even and flat. Any suggestions from my artist in the audience? Because I've got to figure this out, how I'm going to get it to hang even. I love you, Lana. That's so funny. And I know how that feels. I honestly know how that feels. Lana, did you have a nice Thanksgiving? I meant to ask you the last time when we were in the room together and I forgot. Okay, so my hand was in the way, sorry. We're going to let me see if my lighting thing will work again. Let's retouch. I need lighting. Where's the lighting? Is that lighting? Oh, darn it. I don't want that. How do I get out of this? Hang on, I got to slide my phone, guys. It may whoop us a second, but I'll be right here, so don't go anywhere. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Always, Lana, because, and precious it is, I tell you, because I lost my mom. I was a lot younger, not super young, but I was a lot younger. My mom passed when she was 65. She had cancer, lung cancer. I've lost a lot of family to cancer. Her sister died because I never got my mom's ashes. Part of them were supposed to go in my grandmother's grave because I know that's kind of down, but they were supposed to go in my grandmother's grave. It was a memory urn. We put the rest of her ashes in Virginia Beach at the, now there's no duck in there now, but that's where we did it because she loved there. We used to take her there for dinner and lunch and breakfast. It was her favorite spot, and she said, that's where I want my ashes. So that's what we did. And the other ones, I never got them in because my aunt passed, her sister. She was the only one that had the right to do that, and so I couldn't get them into my grandmother's plot with her. But we did do the ocean, so my mom's out there swimming around somewhere. Me being a licensed scuba diver, maybe I'll run into her one day. Okay, so here's what we're doing. We're doing the Blue Moon resin that I did, which I honestly, to tell you the truth, you could pour this a lot thinner in this that I made. You could actually make it thinner. I just filled it up. I should have made it a lot thinner. But this is great. I got this off of Etsy, guys, if you're interested. It's a silicone mold. And you know I'm fascinated with moons because the name of my YouTube and everything is Organic Silver Moon Design. So there you go. All right, so now I'm just trying to figure what we're going to use on the bottom here. What about, what do you think? And Lana, what do you think about making a half moon to go through this of wire and then making it hook into here with another wire and a clip? I don't know. It's just an idea. I'm just not sure where to go with this because we're not going to run it through that hole because it won't hang even. Now, if I'd have done 2 holes on the top of this, drilled them side to side, that would have been smarter. But I didn't, so there you go. So I just used the nylon pliers, and I'm cutting about 5 inches maybe of wire. And I am going to try to do a little creativity here. Let's see what I've got that's big enough that I can make this like a moon. You use what you have, okay? I have other things, but this is what I have, and I'm putting the wire around it like this. So I get a big ring. And I'll pull it up to the top here, do the same thing. And we got a ring like a half moon, huh? That's cool. That works. That works, guys. Okay, now. Okay, so now I've got to figure out, I guess this will go through here on this one, and then through here on this one, like that. And then I'm going to figure out what kind of loops or hoops I can do down here to get this hooked into this. What do you think, guys? You tell me. I'm waiting for some suggestions. You know, I always do that in my things. Oh, okay. No problem. Yeah, tell your mom happy birthday from me, too. I didn't know it was her birthday. God bless her. Got any suggestions, Will Hat, about this creation that I'm doing? Because I need this moon to hang in the center. So I thought I could put something on each side of here. I'm still going to have to run a wire through it, and I didn't want to do that. But this time when I do the wire, it may hang even because I have this moon piece on it. And I'm going to do some swirlies on each side for decoration. All right, I'm still looking for a couple things because I want that moon to hang straight. Trying to figure out what I could use. I've got this wire here, though. That might work. This kind of wire, this real thin, yippy wire. It's almost like fishing line, but it's not. It's what it feels like, too, fishing line. Okay, so I'm going to cut that there. Run this through the back of the moon. and come through that hole like that. And then she said, I'm going to pick this up and run it through both sides like that and pull it up. I think I can do this. This is an experiment, guys. Pull it up to here and knot it. This should be fun. Oh my goodness. What have I gotten myself into? Oh Lord. I need to do the curlies on the ends of this because it's not going to work if I don't do the curlies. So let me do the curlies and pull that back out on each end of this half moon I made on this necklace. I'm going to do that with my barrel nose. We're going to make curlies. In fact, I'm going to make them kind of big this time compared to before. I'll smush that down. And I'll do the same thing on the other side. There we go, and smush that down. That one looks bigger than that one. No, 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 no. I need this one bigger. I just goofed. I gotta pull it out and start it over. Sorry about that, guys. We're gonna get this blue moon hung here. This is an incredible amount of work to spend on a piece of resin and glass beads, but I want it done as pretty and as nice as possible. Okay, round she goes. Yep, there we go. Now I got it. Now I got it, guys. I got it now. Pull that open a little bit there, like that. Pull these beads back so they lay straight. Okay. It's almost like a music note. What does everybody think about that? And then we're going to run the thing through. Cute antennas on a butterfly. Thank you for the encouragement. Makes me feel so good. Guys and girls. I'm just trying to think. I don't know if I want the moon like that. I want it hanging this way. Like this. So we're going to push that together like that. Squeeze it down. There we go. And then this will run through this. And it should hang straight then. I think that'll straighten it out. What do you guys think? Yeah, well, it's not going to look like that when I'm done. That's why I did that. So hopefully that's going to hold together and it's going to look nice. I hope so. I've worked really hard on this piece, guys. Okay. So now comes the big part. We're just going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and use 20 gauge wire here. Pear wire, by the way. Non-tarnish. This stuff is great. Okay, and I'm going to use my hands to kind of work harden it and pull it out. And that's about 4 and 4. That's almost 8 fingers, so I'm not sure. 6 inches, maybe this is. I'm going to cut this with the wire cutters. And we are working on the resin Blue Moon, getting it attached now so that it will hang as normal as possible. We'll just put it that way. So I'm going to go through the front here with the wire. Come on now. There we go. And I'm going to bend this up and I'm going to put a curly on here. And then when I hook it on there, you won't see, like this is, I'm going to do a curly here. A little teeny curly. Come on now. I need that to curl. There we go. Just like that. And just keep rolling the barrel nose till you get it tight enough and down here close enough. And then I'm going to push that down right there. And I'm going to smush that so it's not sticking up like that. I'll smush it down. There we go, with the flat nose. Okay, now here comes a standing ovation for this because I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this wire and wrap it, and it's going to go inside these circles. So we're going to bend it back, bring it through the circles again, and pull it through like that, almost like a stitch. Then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do 2 or 3 of these wraps, and then I will tighten it up. I'm going to put it through there again. Can you guys see? I hope you can see what I'm doing. And make another stitch. Sort of like doing a wire wrap type thing. And I'm going to bring it down here at the top and bring it around. Everything on my table is shaking for some reason. Sorry if there's noise because of that. I apologize. Okay. I'm going to bring that around again. Because if I don't, it's not going to be straight. This is really harder than I thought it was going to be, this attachment, because of the way I did it. But next time I will make my moon thinner and this won't be a problem. Okay. All right. I'm going to smush that down. Just like that. Then I'm going to come here, because I've got this janky piece here. We do not want someone to get hurt with a piece of jewelry. Always cut off and sand if necessary. So I'm pushing this back up through here and pulling this up. And I'm going to clip this and then bend it over. Just like that. And I'm going to bring this piece over to me. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. I apologize if I can't talk to you in the chat. I can't see anything right now. I'm so sorry. There we go. All right. Yeah, we could even put something there. That would look nice. All right, I think we got it, guys. I think we got it. Okay. I'll see you in just a minute, Lana. Some pieces take long. So it worth it in the end. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And I think it's going to be gorgeous. So there you go. Uh-oh. We sort of got tangled here. We don't want that to happen. I noticed that about this chain. It's not super tangly, but it does tangle up. So that's really something. So see there, now this is going to lay flat on your neck with the hoopy loopy, I call it. Oh, welcome back, Lana. So I'll show you what I did. Let me see if I can. I'm going to pull it up close for you so you can actually see what I did. I did a loop here, right? And then a hoop down here. And then I wire wrapped that around there. And I think it's going to hang just right. Get it back here some. I think it'll hang just right now. We're going to see because I'm going to put it on my neck. Oh, I hope I can get it over my head and I don't have to unhook that lobster clip after all that work getting it on there. Because that was a pain in the butt. It was truly a pain in the butt, Lana. And Will Hat. Thank you guys for being here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and thumb up this live. I need the thumbs up while you're here because it takes 2 to 3 hours to get these videos to upload. Sometimes it takes all night because my server will be messed up some nights because I'm out here in the sticks, folks. All right. Let's see. It's got to go like this. All right, let me turn this around. And let me get it up where everybody can see. I hope you can see. Look at that. Amazing. Can everybody see that? Trying to make me smaller. That's as small as I can get me. But it hangs about midway. But I think it's really pretty, guys. I'm going to take the camera out so you guys, my camera phone out so you guys can see. Thank you, Lana. I couldn't even see what you were saying. So I think it turned out really well. And it's sitting flat like it should. And that loop is just a sort of the extension of the jewelry and how it looks. Of course, this shirt's kind of busy. I need a plainer shirt to wear. If I was going to wear this, I'd wear like a plain shirt, a solid shirt. So let me get this. So I think it's beautiful. I think it came out great. Yay! So we have successfully hooked up the blue moon made out of resin and the blue beads and the chain links. And it's probably about an 18-inch chain. And then it has a baby lobster clip, but this will slide over your head, which is good because I tell you, I don't care for those little teeny lobster clips. All right, I am Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. And we have worked really hard, me and all the people that support me in here, to what? Get this fixed so that it looks like it should. So now I'm going to take it off again. Yeah. I wish I had my things because I have stuff to hang this on, you know, like, oh, wait a minute. Maybe I got one over here. Looky here, folks. Looky, looky. Let me get this back far enough. I may have to loop it here because it's too long. Let's see if I can. I'll just knot it here. Then I'll have to unknot it. Let's see if that works. Well, it's still too long. Hold on, sorry I hit the camera. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think? That light is right on it like that is bad. Let me see if I can get this to light up more. There we go. So what does everybody think of that? I think it came out really well. It's sort of like a modern deco art type piece of jewelry. I think it's really pretty. Let me just say here. Come on now, sit there. Hold on, I'm sorry the light went out. I'll fix that. There. There we go. I'm trying to get a screenshot of it. There we go, I got it. Woohoo! Even if it does have that light on it. Okay, very pretty. I love how you wrapped the moon. It's lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Will Hat, too. Thank you guys for supporting me. This has been a long live tonight, but at least I was well enough to do it. And I'm so sad that Walk in the Rain's not here. But I got a treat because Jovan Kennedy, who used to be Jovan Williams, that's why I keep calling her that, because she's only been married, I think, about 3 years now. And for 17 years, she lived with the man she loved, and we all knew him. So we all just thought, hey, he's her husband, you know? It was a real challenge to do this piece because, first of all, I think the next time when I use the moon mold, I'm going to pour it thinner because it'll be easier to wrap. And look at these that they process out of mother of pearl and then they stain them. Look at these. These are gorgeous, but look how thin they are compared to mine. But that really did make a statement. It came out really pretty, I thought. I am extremely happy with it. I think it's gorgeous. It's worth at least $35. What do you think? I'd charge more if I could because all the work to do it. We have to charge enough on Etsy in order to do the free shipping. So it can't be less than 35 to sell it because that way the shipping's included in it. Yes, I did persevere and conquer. You are correct, Lana. I was just darn determined to get it to work. But I did. I really think that I made this moon too thick because even I have labradorite moons and onyx moons, and they are not as thick as this resin moon, but it's beautiful. This is a creation of my imagination. So I think it came out really well. It's about a 20-inch chain, and it has Swarovski-like crystal beads, blue on it, along with the resin moon and silver parawire to create it, and a teeny lobster clip. I have never seen them that small before. I bet it came with that chain and I didn't even know it. Thank you, Anna. You're so sweet. You guys are so awesome. Thank you for hanging in here. Thank you for all the likes. I am so happy that you support me. It means so much to me, honestly. And I hope that you get something from it too. I try my best to show you what I'm doing because I know how it was when I was learning. And I'm still learning. Like I said, as a creator and an artist, you keep learning. It doesn't stop, you know? The learning doesn't stop. And I'm learning to what? Stop putting my resin everywhere because it spills always. Look at that. I got a blue finger. And I have gloves, which is ridiculous. I should wear gloves. I don't know why I don't. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Everybody who's in here, make sure you like the live. And also, please, please, please subscribe if you're not. There's more great stuff coming because I'm going to be doing some sculpting too. And I'm not too bad at it. I'm not bragging, but I'm not too bad at it. But this was a lot of fun. It was a big challenge. And I love the color of the moon. And I am so proud of this UV resin because the last time I made, there's a video up there, guys, if you get a chance to watch it. And it was from TikTok. And I put it up on my YouTube. So you'll hear me telling people to tap, like, and all that, which we don't do here on YouTube. It's only done on the talk. But it is showing me making I had a mold, and I still have it somewhere, of Viking ruins, and I tried to mix powder in the ruin while it was there, and it just ruined it. I had to ruin the ruin, and I had to take it out and redo it. And I thought that I couldn't do what I did here, and I can now that I figured out how to do it. What do you mean? Thank you. It can come down. Like you mean further down this way? Yeah, because it's 20 inches, and I just hung it this way so it would sit on here so you guys could see it. But yes, it's about a 20-inch chain. So yes, it'll hang about mid. On a woman, probably, I'm 5'3", so it's right in between my uh, hoochies. And so that's about where it would hang on your chest. Okay, I will Hat. Thank you. I didn't. That's really a great compliment, and thank you for helping me. Thank you. Can you come down? I'm going to end the live now, and I am going to be at your live, Will Hat, this morning. I promise. But I do think it came out really gorgeous. I'm very happy with it. It was a lot of work, but it was worth it. And I got to see Jovan, I keep wanting to call her Williams, Jovan Kennedy tonight from Back to Earth Creations. She showed up my live. It was such an honor. All right, guys, I just wanted to say thank you. Happy crafting. Because I'm going to go ahead and end the live because the next one I do is going to be working on the agate that I wrapped. And we're going to work on that, the pink agate, which is a slice. And I don't know where I put it to even put it back on the screen, but we're going to be working on that next. So this was part 2, finishing up this necklace. You guys are awesome. Happy crafting, happy arting, whatever gets you through the day. Please don't stop. You will create and you will be magnificent. I promise. So it's been a pleasure. I thank you. I'm Organic Silver Moon Designs. I'm a jewelry and a canvas artist. You guys are awesome. So have a good night. Thank you, everybody. Bye for now.